am sipping on that lean. Don't bring me no bottles, ho. I make it rain so hard, flowers grow, Holly Grove. 4 baby mamas, no baby mama drama. Bad bitch at home sleep, I go home and sleep behind her. Shout out to my weed man, shout out to my lean man.
Alright guys, what is up? Welcome to another episode of Maximilian Must Know. Today we're going to take a look at the new scent trunk sort of relaunch. You guys might remember I did a video a few months back on, they sent me a bunch of little tester sample scents, and they want the thing that they're doing now is they want you to smell those scents, tell them which ones you like, which ones you don't, and they'll send you a custom fragrance. So we're going to talk a little bit about the way that works and a little bit about how I thought it turned out. So let me say some things first. I had no problem with Scent Trunk. I've said some things about them in the past in their videos. I guess could be construed as negative because I thought there were a lot of negative aspects to the first sort of business plan that they took. There just were things that I didn't really like about it. I kind of felt like they were just selling people samples of fragrances, not really doing a lot of curation work. It's like selling people samples of fragrances, 3 of them a month for whatever it was, $15 or 10 even, that you could just go to a store and probably get if you know the right people or you're in an area where those fragrances are available. They sent me maxed out, and I never had to pay for any of the fragrances they sent me. But they sent me maxed out, which I co-developed. Obviously, I didn't need that one. I get it. It's a large customer base. They sent me duplicate scents. I thought it was just really ill-conceived. And as it went on, I felt like it got a little bit better, but it just wasn't a service for me or real fragrance heads. And I really tried to express that in the videos that I did. And then it's like, but who else would but real fragrance heads would use that service? So after I decided that I didn't really think it was the right thing for me, I didn't want to do videos for them anymore, I spent like 2 hours writing up suggestions for what I thought they could do to fix themselves. I sent it to them, to Jolisa, who is definitely one of the bright spots in Scent Trunk. She's their PR person, and she's an amazing person, and I think she's really the shining star that I've seen. They're really one of the only positive aspects of the company. So I sent them that plan in marketing. I thought it might help them. And basically they folded up and they relaunched their business into something new. And they sent me these test scents, and I was really excited to see what they were going to bring forward. So I told them, okay, I know which ones I like and which ones I don't like, and they weren't ready to take that information back. So finally, a month or so later, I sent them that information. I heard nothing from them for 2 months. Nothing. Then I started getting emails about like joining and stuff like that, and I was like, look, guys, I think we should just not, work together anymore, because I didn't think it seemed that great of an idea, and I just kind of lost a lot of faith in them. And I also sort of think that once a company rebrands as drastically as they did, it's never good. It's sort of like a restaurant. They say once a restaurant changes names or drastically changes cuisines or the menu, that's really not a good thing for the long-term survival of the restaurant. But Jolisa hit me up, and she was like, she's, again, really, really awesome. And she was like, look, we at least want to send you your custom scent. You don't have to review it. We just want, to know what you think of it. So I got it. And so I'm going to tell you the pros. First, I think the packaging is really cool. It comes in a little box. It's a scent trunk. You get a card. This is Citrus Aromatic 1. Sarah McCartney did this one, the UK. She did maxed out with me. She's a good friend. Batch number 001. It tells you a little bit about the fragrance. You can spray it on your test card before you spray it yourself. And the notes: lime, orange water, lemongrass, lavender, musk, amber. Sillage 3 out of 5. Longevity 5 out of 5. Which made me wonder, because it seems like an eau de cologne, and those are hard to last for forever and a day. And then your fragrance comes like this. It says Scent Trunk. Now, if you unscrew it, doesn't look like a ton of juice for the month, but we'll get into that a little bit later. So I think the packaging is really, really cool on this. The scent for me that they sent me, it's just too basic. There's one fragrance Sarah does called, I think it's London 1969. It's like the only 4,160 toothpaste fragrance I don't like, because it has a big blast of lemongrass in it, and lemongrass is literally like the one note I just don't like. I don't know why. I don't mind it in my food, but I just think it's too sharp. And when it's used in eau de colognes, it's very hard for it to not dominate the composition. You either need to use so little that it's undetectable, or enough so that I feel like it really mutes everything else. And to me, this is, I mean, you spray this on, and this is almost, to me, smells like a lemongrass essential oil. There's not a ton of nuance. Just lemongrass dominates this composition. So I don't know. I wore it a couple times, and I will say that as I wore it a couple times, I felt a little bit more nuanced than I first thought. But it's not something. You're going to. At least me, it's not something I would really be excited about getting, and it's just not my. Out of all the amazing fragrances Sarah has done, I don't like this one. Now, the problem here isn't the fragrance, because I don't think it's a bad fragrance. I think people will like it. It's just not my thing. I think the problem is the entire plan here. You get 4 ml for a month, and this fragrance for me lasted 2 or 3 hours on my skin. And it projected a little bit, I guess, but it's insane to think that 4 ml is going to last someone a month, because a fragrance like this, I think you'd want to apply it, once in the morning, once in the afternoon, and then once in the evening. You're assuming 1 ml is going to last 7 days. And if you have to reapply twice, I think you're probably going to use about a quarter of an ml a day, I would say. So there's no way this is going to get you through 30 days. There's just, it's impossible. You're going to have to get something else. If you're using this as your only fragrance, I think it's definitely not going to last. That's my opinion. And I think the pricing is unbelievably ridiculous. 4 ml for $13 a month, or $12 a month. I believe it's $12. That would mean that a 50 ml fragrance is going to be, $120, $130. 100 ml fragrance would be $260. For that kind of money, right? You can get almost any indie fragrance, including much better 4,160 fragrances. You can get almost any fragrance. You can get Creeds. I mean, not from Creeds. You can get Guerlain. You can get so many different fragrances that I don't understand why you would do this. And they're also assuming at 4 ml that it will last the same whether it's this sort of eau de cologne style fragrance or a heavy winter fragrance. And I think that on itself is unbelievably flawed. But let's say, here's the real issue, and the thing that I think is just really bad. Let's say I get this fragrance and I go, okay, I love it. This is the fragrance I really like. I can't even buy a full bottle. I have to stick to my measly 4 ml a month. To me, it just seems so poorly conceived, to no fault of the perfumers, but if I love something, I have to keep doing this ridiculous plan instead of buying a full bottle, and that's because they want you to pay. The only way I would believe this business works is if you pay this ridiculous premium by paying $12 a month for 4 ml. And I just think that real fragrance people, who are the people who are going to want to use this service, they're not going to do it. I think this is really just not a good idea. I hope it works, but I think it's really one of the worst, if not the worst, subscription model that I've ever seen. And I honestly wish Centrunk the best. If they keep wanting to send me things, I'll keep talking about those things. But I'm going to be very honest to my subscribers, and I'm going to say I think you should stay far away from this plan. I think the last one was far better, because at least you got to experience some different fragrances every month. There's just this is just not great. There's too many options out there in 2017 to get fragrances. There's too many websites and too many stores. Pricing is getting really good. There's unbelievable niche and indie brands making really good fragrances. There are all kinds of ways for people to experience fragrance, and this is costly. And in 2017, even though they want to make it seem like this is some brand new service, it's an archaic way to do this. It seems like a hustle, and it's almost like, we're cooking up your custom scent, And it's obviously not. It's like they probably have 8 or 10 fragrances, and based on what you check, they send you the one they think the closest one, and then they're hoping to God you overpay to get it. And there might be some folks out there who don't understand pricing and fragrance, but I can't recommend that my subscribers with really good knowledge of fragrances take this route. Now, I will also say, I believe if you don't like what they send you, they will take it back and send you something else. So that is good. I don't think they're trying to do anything bad. I just think they're not good at reading the market. And I could be the one who's wrong. I'm not a genius. They might be laughing in my face in 2 years and be on the cover of Fortune 500, and this might be really taking off. But I think, my God, like, I can't tell you that I've seen a worse subscription service in my life. I just think there's nothing good about this. And that's it. I'm very sorry, but I feel like it is my duty to be honest. And people think just because companies send us stuff for free or send reviewers stuff for free, or at least send me things for free, that I won't be honest. Well, no, I will. If I get something and I really think you guys should stay away from it, then I'm going to say that. And again, hey, try it on your own. You know, you don't have a lot to lose. I think it's really cool the way they give you the scents in the beginning and let you sort of play with them and see what you like. And maybe there are other reviewers and other people that are going to have a far different impression than I did. But this just wasn't for me. And again, I really do wish Centrunk the best of luck, because the only person I've really dealt with from there was Jaleesa, and she is amazing. And God, are they lucky to have a PR person like her. But man, I think I would be jumping ship if I was her. But again, what do I know? I don't have the access to their financials or anything like that, so they might be killing it, and I'm just ignorant of that all. And I'll certainly go back on my word if that's true, but my bet would be in 1 year either this service won't exist as is, or Centrunk won't exist as is, and that's what I bet. So we will see. I'm sorry, I hate to sound negative and come off as cruel. But again, like, I feel like my first duty is to the people that keep my channel going, and that's you guys. And I'd be really upset if one of you guys shelled out money for this service. So, without my at least telling you what I think. So, guys, that's it. That is my take on the new Centrunk service. I'd love to hear other people. If you've had a different experience, please let me know, because I want to hear that other side. I think that's the only way to really make sound decisions, is to hear arguments from different sides and take that information and be informed and then make a decision based on that. So I'd love to hear others' opinions on this. And that's it, guys. I'll see you later this week with more videos. I'm going to link, of course, to Centrunk in the description. If you guys want to try it, hey, you could definitely spend, I think, $20 to get the kit in the first month, and maybe you'll come to a radically different conclusion than I will. And guys, if it turns out I'm wrong on this, it won't be the first time. So again, and I do wish Centrunk all the luck in the world, and I think at least they got great perfumers making these products. So maybe I'm dead wrong. Guys, I'll see you later this week with more videos. My name obviously is Maximilian, and I must know, or at least I think I know. Peace, guys.
Truck fit t-shirt, blood dipped in syrup. Pass that weed around like some fucking hors d'oeuvres. Man, I'm shit faced and yo bitch faced and she high too.